So Sky Step Potion right at the beginning. Killing him. Boom. 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 Think we are gonna good time here. That was really good. I think that was probably the best execution of this level I've ever done. So now this is pretty cool about this. Right out when we get him out of the instance, we have this buff still up, so we can just immediately fly. It's like an it's like the broom, for example. So now we are going to do Botanica. Well, let's just pretend that didn't happen. Botanica. Well, that was funny. So this instance is probably the best instance in this whole run. It's just the most fun of all of them. Come on. Come on. Kind of sloppy, honestly. I got stuck there multiple times, and I'm gonna take it anyway. It's not. I don't have to be that perfect. Like, I'm aiming for a reasonable time. I'm going to improve step by step, and that's not done by resetting over small mistakes. I mean, I would not classify it as a small mistake, but it's also not that big that it really needs to be resetted by. Like, I can just rather take this as an improvement. So Alcatraz is cool instance, but at the same time it's one of the worst. You will see here in a second, or like not in a second, but you know, you will witness why it sucks. So gonna get a beer tartar stack here. So I have to keep vengeful retreat here. I'm gonna save one of those fell rushes for safety. Nah, come on. Well, I take it. Oh, that was almost bad. I take it, it's alright. Could be better, but I will improve it in the future, maybe again, so why am I carrying? So you will see it here, what I'm saying about how this instance is a pain. So you see how this boss fight just like will take for ages, you know? It's just like I think the first enemy spawns here. So the only good thing about this is that we don't like. There are some instances where we have to like run back out of the instance, which we just don't want to do. It's like stupid, like it's a waste of time. But because we are in fight, there is no other way of doing it. But because this instance is this way, we are actually out of combat because we have to wait so the enemies come to us. So before the boss spawns, we will be using this portal. This ports us to Dalaran, Old Dalaran, the Northern one, and we then going to go to the Caverns of Time to do like Dunholder and Black Mirrors, but like those take very long and they're very tedious. But it's the smartest way to get them out of the way here. just like no getting around. Like I would like probably on my own I will do at some point a run which excludes all of the tedious runs and that I'm just not appealing to, like just not fun to do, and we'll just do my own thing with it. But for the sake of this category I'm just like gonna do it this way. Like don't worry, like those mobs or like enemies are for a second immune for some reason, and that takes some time. So what I will be doing here now is I will be using this portal. So also noteworthy thing about this was don't kill him immediately, because if you do that you will gonna have a bad time because you will DC. I've learned from it the hard way, you know. It sucks, or it sucked. So I will be very careful with him. I probably let him survive for a second or so. So actually I have an idea of how I do this. This seems smart to do. This should completely line up. Yeah, this should line up. You will see in a second what I will be doing. See, that's how you do it as a demon hunter. So it's actually funny. So if you go up here immediately, there's a high chance that you won't be dismounted like this, or like later. So that happened there. So that's good. It's not rare or anything. It's quite like happens most of the time. So we're gonna get like we're losing this buff here, which is totally fine. Like Black Mirrors and Dunholder are just like very tedious. There are time saves that you can do in them, and like on the other runs that I've done, I was just like not really paying attention, which I will change here, because I don't want to just lose time because I'm retarded, you know. So that's not my plan. So I dismount here because my buff gets removed there in a second. I actually just remembered it from yesterday because it happened to me yesterday. So there, we're gonna do Black Mirrors first. Actually, is it smarter maybe to do a scare of them? I don't think it is. Yeah, it isn't, I'm sure. So how are we doing this here? So I have to figure it out, like the smartest way of doing it. So this was probably not the smartest way of doing it. Yeah, that was definitely not the smartest way of doing it. If you're wondering why I'm killing those, I wanna get the stack. So we have to get as fast as possible to this circle so the encounter starts. So it's like Violet Hold. There are like 18 rifts, portals, however you wanna call it. And all of them, they're going to spawn some enemies and you will have to kill them. Like if I would have a timer for here, I can actually optimize it quite heavily, but I kind of like just react to it. I mean, I don't want to do it that crazy. Like there's nothing where I'm like really be going insane or anything. I just want to get some, like I just want to do it for fun, learning to improve step by step, not just like taking the best possible result and stuff like that. So it's very tedious, but it could be worse. Like it could be like Violet Hold, which is I think worse, if I'm not mistaken. And at the same time we are very efficient, like the oldest achievement hunter comes out of me there. Because we are currently grinding reputation indirectly, but that's not our aim, you know. So that's pretty cool, I guess. Like I used to farm achievements very seriously. But that was a long time ago, 3 years or 4 years ago. 4 years. I would even go as far as to say 5 years, when I was 15. Kinda regret selling my account back in the day. Because like when I was 15 or 16, like that money was a lot. Like it's still a lot of money with what I got from it, for me. But like it's not worth the amount of effort that I've put into the account. So that's kind of like something that I regret, but it's whatever, I've learned from it. Can't change the past really, you can't just like learn from the past and change the future, I guess. So, it's whatever. But yeah, I used to love to grind reputation, and we're just like indirectly doing it by just like speedrunning this, so it's awesome. So where does the next bottle spawn? So we're 10 minutes in, which I don't know if that's good or not, honestly. Like there are a couple of things that I've failed, or like didn't do optimal. Like Botanica was kind of bad. I didn't get the right angle. I probably went too much to the right, but it was okay-ish. Alcatraz could have been better, like the skip was not done optimally. I've like missed it a little bit, but until like Mechana was really good. So I'm honestly like, it's whatever. Like as long as I don't do like a very like route mistake or something like that, I will most likely be happy and will just upload it. I honestly just want to have it done because I want to have more time for DK94 again. Because currently like I have so much things to do when I come home from work. Like I don't have any time to do anything because then I go jogging, like running, or I do other exercises, or I do that, and I have to do that, and then when I get like can chill, then I barely have any time to do anything. So I either have to choose between WoW or DK94. And if I do DK94, I want to do attempts, and I have to at least like count like an hour or 2 hours for that. And like I want to already go prepare for sleep in an hour, like hour and 18 minutes. And then optimally I want to go to bed at 11, not earlier and not later. I hope you don't like dislike the music, but it's what I like, so I'm listening to it. So I hope you can. I don't even know if you can hear it that well, but like I like the music, so that's why I'm listening to it. Obviously, like I always get like a lot of criticism from the music that I am playing and stuff like that, but I honestly don't really care, because like there will always be people who won't like certain musics, and I mean, it's what I like and I'm using it, so who cares. I honestly am not really that happy with how fast I'm reacting to the portal spawns. I always feel like I react way too late, but I might be wrong, I don't know. So we are almost done with this dungeon, then we're going to go to Escape of Dunhold. And then we have all the tedious shit behind us, basically. There are still like a couple of instances where I'm like not that hyped about because they are just like boring to do. But they were still cool, man. They're still cool. Like better than this shit. A skeleton holder I actually don't mind because you don't just like do this same thing over and over again. There's actually one cool jump that I will be doing if I get it. It's not that hard, but you can mess it up. And we are skipping the drake that you normally use to ride to the fortress. Is it called fortress? I don't know. I don't know the word for that. Like when you are like a king and you live in your like kingdom, I guess, like what knights usually like what when you think of a building where knights go in. I don't know if you know what I mean, but I hope you do. So what I actually will be doing here is I reminded myself, like, that just got reminded of. So actually I won't be doing that actually. Second, yeah, because the entrance. Actually, am I wrong? I think I'm wrong. I should do it. Okay, I was. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So what I did there is I removed my. So that mistake happened yesterday, and what I basically did yesterday there, I didn't cancel my buff from the boots. So, and you will be thinking, why would you ever cancel that? The thing is, if you're not in combat and you want to use a Sky Step potion, which is faster than the buff, you kind of like use your Sky Step potion, but then it gets overwritten, and you don't want that to happen to you, because then you waste a Sky Step potion. So that happened yesterday, so I avoided that kind of. So normally you're supposed to fly a drake to this place, like it's a keep, I think it's called. But we won't do that because it's slower, because the drake, like how it always is in WoW. It takes like much, like they just go like a very complicated route, which is slower to the max, you know. So we are fast enough to just like make it faster this way. So I always try to keep my metamorphosis again, but for like the Cephus buff, but we can also do it with Chaos now or an Interrupt. And no, damn, that was a slight time loss. And it has like a 30-second cooldown, the Cephus speed increase. So we're going to do a quick cool jump here. I don't actually know how much it saves, it might not even save anything. But it's cool, it makes it more fun, and that's why I'm doing it. I think it's actually faster, and it looks like really cool. Yesterday I failed it, but it's honestly one of the easiest jumps in the run. And I failed it again. Why didn't it work? Like, it didn't even look possible, but I know that this is possible. Maybe it was the wrong... maybe it was the wrong... hill. Because it looked not high enough. All these people getting their legendaries, man. I just really don't have any time to raid or do anything related to the normal content in WoW. Just like, in a sense, like I don't look forward to raiding or something like that ever, because I just feel like raiding is like retarded. I don't like it. Like I don't have anything against people who do it, obviously. Like I used to enjoy it a lot. But it's just like boring to me. Unless it's like I just don't have any motivation for it. Like if it was a raid that I could solo, then I would love it. But it's like just like having to deal with all these people. I don't know. Call me antisocial. But like I have to do something, because like now it's so easy to get like better speed gear, and I need better speed gear. So we're gonna kill this guy in a cool way, I hope. Yeah, that saved a little bit of time. So maybe we get the cool glitch here, let's see. Actually, I think I didn't. So there was some glitch happening yesterday. I think it was due to the fact that I'm still in combat, that's why it didn't work. So maybe it happens now. Let's see. No, it didn't. It sucks. It's really fun glitch. Let's try it again. I think it has to do with his Sky Step potion too. So now we wanna kill those before Thrall gets to them. Because if Thrall wants to attack them, he will run to them and then run back to his original position, and then that loses time. So we wanna avoid that. So now we have killed everything in his way. Maybe he won't lose, like look at this, how he walks through the bitch, like he's a fucking idiot, man. Don't like this song. So now after this, like what I have to do, like I think I've put myself to Sangamash. Yes, I do. I put myself to Sangamash. I actually don't know when. There we go. So we have to be on his side, because otherwise he's just an idiot, you know. You just have to be holding his hand, man. Sometimes there are enemies who get like who trap him. Not trap him, but like who get in his way, and that takes time. So you actually don't want to aggro any of those things, because then there's a chance that he might attack them, and then you lose time. Getting speed gear is honestly annoying. Like, as much fun speed gear is, I think they should remove speed, or like, I mean, like, I like the fact that you can like improve your gear and have better speed gear, but in terms of competition, it's like the worst thing ever to have to be doing in a category and stuff. Like, I'm doing this on my own, like it's my own thing kind of. But if I would like try to make a leaderboard for this, and would try to like make rules for it, like I don't think I would allow speed gear, because it would just be unfair competition. Because like, to say obviously you can put a lot of work into getting speed gear, but there's like no specific way you can really work towards it, just like getting lucky. And if somebody has it, they have a significant advantage. That's why I don't think that really competition and speedrunning competition really works in WoW. But like, I think like it also at the same time, I don't think I would run a category where that would be the thing. Simply because like I just like enjoy this so much with being so fast, so I would just like sacrifice the competition, because I'm honestly not that big about competition. Just like caring about like a good time, and that you can achieve with world competition. Even though competition is often a really good driving factor, but it's not necessary. But it's like I said, very helpful, like there's no denying in that. Oh, but it also depends on the person. Like, there are some people who really drive off competition, but like in my head there is always competition. Like, I can impress myself, you know, I can better myself. Like, it's not like I'm not competing with anything else, but I can get still like better and better and better. Like, just I just want to improve, and you can do that without having anybody that there's. But sometimes it's, I mean, you know what I'm trying to say, and I'm starting to ramble. So you can actually stand here outside, you don't have to wait until they get in. But you will see how Thrall will walk back to his original spot, because there's no way, like, see? There's no way, like, he will immediately go to them. So this also happens here at this church. So there are some enemies, he doesn't really attack them, but just out of safety I'm going to get rid of a few enemies. Because I don't know, I haven't done this too much, so there might be things that I'm unaware of, which could fuck me over. So here you can see it perfectly, what I mean by he runs back to his original position. So there are enemies spawning here in a second. So you see, now he charged to them, or like he run to them and run back basically. So there's this bug that I was talking about. Like, it's like, I don't know how this happened. Like, I think it maybe has to do with a wrist form. Oh, that was a slight time loss. So now we have to basically Taratha. We have to click on her because she becomes clickable in a second. So I have to use Half Zone. And the 3 instances in Sangamash are actually really cool. They are very difficult, especially Steamvault, I think it is. Not really. Underbook is kind of easy, but there is everywhere you can kind of like do a mistake that could lead you to a time loss. And Mana Tombs is also hard, but that is not in Sangamash. So the first 3 enemies will be spawning here. I will be dashing to this, and then here again. Like, I've memorized it quite good, even though I haven't really done it at all. A little bit I did it. So I'm gonna kill him there in a second. 3, 2, 1, I think now, maybe. There we go. That is a time loss, significant time loss. Alright, not significant, but you get what I'm saying, it could have been better. So we want to use our Half Zone. Yes, that's correct. So I think we even have to kill an I think. So, what the fuck? Like, I hate that they don't die immediately, like, it's so weird. But it's whatever. So we're gonna use Half Zone. Now we should be in Sangamash. Sabora Jin. We not wanna find an enemy, by the way, before it. Just don't wanna lose our buff. I don't know if it's actually worth it to do so. That was bad. I hope there's an enemy here. Let's see. Is there? Please don't be in combat still. If I'm in combat, I'm just like literally going to. Okay. I would have literally just jumped out of the window, man. I think it's actually not worth it, but that's something that I can change later, like in the future. I can't change the fucking past, man. So boom, boom. So we're gonna mount of this mount. So it might still be good. So if we use Sky Step Potion plus Netherwalk, we might be able to still reach Underbook and get the renew on this buff. But I honestly think it might be too close. Gonna be really close if it works. 9 seconds I have. It worked. So this instance is cool, like if you haven't seen it. So we're not going to do this normally, obviously, because fuck doing it the intentional way. So gonna go up here. So now we are here. I feel like I'm kind of slow at the moment, I don't know why I feel like doing. So then we are going to go here. Gonna kill this motherfucker. He's an idiot. So now I have to remember not to use Sky Step Potion because I did that yesterday, which lost me a little bit of time because there's like this bump at one part. So not using Sky Step Potion here. Like that bump right here. Like you don't see it, but there's a bump. And just jumped over it. So this is one of the this has the hardest trick in the run. Like I'm not even joking, it's honestly really difficult. Not really difficult, but getting it really fast, it's difficult. So we have the Cephus buff there. Boom. Boom. Oh, that was kind of bad. So I have to remind if there's anything that I forgot. Like I'm not going to use those anymore because I need them. So this is I'm going to concentrate on this real quick. Like I'm just trying to do the best out of it. Come on. Really bad. Really bad. I never got rooted here. For fuck's sake. There we go. That was terrible, but I take it, whatever. Yeah, that trick is really finicky. It's annoying. Like I've never got rooted there, which that was the thing that pissed me off the most. Like that I got rooted there, but I have to, like I know it now. The water elemental is a fucking bitch, man. What a bitch, man. So I'm not gonna add that anymore. Honestly, kind of pisses me off, but it's whatever. Like you can't, like I'm gonna repeat myself, but like that's what I usually do. I just repeat the same phrase over and over in my head if I did something that's not really that way that I want it to be. Kind of degenerate in a way, but it's whatever. So that was done. So this is also kind of cool. So I have to remember not to raise my fell rushes here. And after this, I pop myself with my halfstone to Dalaran, the new one in Legion. But we are going to go do it for. And the reason why we're going there is due to we basically need to go to Shiekrunner, and there's a portal that also goes to Crusade. So we don't want to use our fell rushes here because we need them for the skip. This skip is not that hard, just annoying. Can very easily fail. There we go, pretty easy. So I'm going to use that. I felt like I was lagging there for a second. So what I actually... okay. Unnecessary time loss. So what I will be doing here is, like, you see all these enemies that are coming in my anus. We actually want to make sure that we can cast our halfstone here. So I don't know how that will work, but we will see it here in a second. So the Dalaran halfstone, yeah, that's fine, absolutely fine. So now that we are here, we're going to go to this place right here. I hope I fucking... okay, I have this scroll still. So now we have to use the portal to Shiekrunner. So now we are going to do my Gista Terrans. I fucking hate myself. Or like, I will be so pissed if the scroll doesn't work another time. Yesterday the scroll just doesn't fucking work. Oh fuck. I just kind of got scared by the music. Okay, I thought it might work without... fuck, there was like... oh, actually, it's fine. Oh, actually, it isn't. Hey? It doesn't say that it's on cooldown. Well, that's stupid time loss. It doesn't say it's on cooldown. Well, that fucked me just over there. Like, I also don't see my weak aura. But it's okay. So we're gonna get here inside of here. I hope it fixes in a second. I'm gonna be pissed if not. Loading stream, please go faster. Please, I might have a disconnect if I think. Oh, I actually don't. Okay, now it fixed it itself. So this instance is basically just like... could have been better. So now I'm gonna do the Casanova, boom. I have Sephuz buff. Gonna kill this motherfucker. Gonna use it. So one of the things that I like about this dungeon, you might be wondering, what do you like about this dungeon, man? This dungeon is fucking weird and easy and I don't know. But like this last, like the third boss is like so fun to do. You will see what I mean in a second. It's like you destroyed him with run ability. Pew! It's like the most fun thing to do. This dungeon. So now this what I planned has to work. If not, it's gonna be shitty. So when he dies, I'm gonna use this portal. So now it has to work. If it doesn't work, I don't know. So there we go, teleport to Shiekrunner, it works. So the reason why I'm doing it this way is because it saves time. So I've like came up with it because the way that I used to do it, like the route that I had before, was Netherstorm, then portal to Orgrimmar, do Hellfire Peninsula, go to Terraca Forest, then Sangarmarsh. But you fly away from Shiekrunner basically, so you're kind of wasting time. So this way you can just like do it this way it's optimal. Or like maybe there's a better way because like this game is fucking huge, so I'm not sure. There might be a better way, but it works decent. Like there is. Very little that you can improve on that strat, I would say. Very little. So there are 4 instances are here. One of them is really cool. The other 3 are kind of like meh, but also there are some parts of it that are fun. I think this is actually mana tombs, isn't it? Yes. So we are gonna go do the hard one right at the beginning. So be hyped for this. Got stunned, annoying. Well, that was fucking retarded. Like, I'm getting really fucked by those things this run. Gonna wait. Like, how many times I just got like stunned, rooted in places where where it never got stunned and rooted before. It's unbelievable. But nonetheless, I did it quite good. Like, honestly, there's a lot of time to be safe, but that's a lot in a lot of speedruns. It's always something that bothers me, because I always see the time that could be theoretically saved, and that bothers me inside of myself. And honestly, it shouldn't. Honestly, shouldn't bother me that much, and it does. It's not good, because improving step by step is always the smartest thing to do. And just accepting that you're not perfect. City calls. So I'm gonna do this. Now I have the Cephus buff. If I remember correctly, there is actually I don't know. Not in this instance. I forgot. Oh, actually there is. I hope this. So there's a jump coming up here, which is kind of cool. It's one of the coolest things about city calls. So that's kind of fun to do. Like, honestly, this gameplay is really fun to do. Like, a lot of it is just like this is why I love doing those speedruns. It's just like really fun execution. I think we have the Nana Hira playlist right now. That's really good. Like, people like that music on my YouTube. Not. Actually, there's one video that is really good. So Kaiser X just went live. Like, I like the music. I think it sounds awesome, but not a lot of people think that way. For a lot of people, it's just noise. I mean, I don't understand Japanese, so it's technically all just noise for me as well. But I think it sounds good. A little bit weird when it comes to music. Why? Oh, okay. So I wanna get the Cephus buff here again. Boom, Cephus buff. Boom. 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 Kill him. So this is one of those instances where you got to like walk back out of the instance. I actually just like thought about doing this. What if I do this instance last, then I might be able to like teleport out of it. But I'm unsure if that is actually what I would do, or if that actually saves time. If I get a disconnect, by the way, I'm just literally going to jump out of the window. Okay, I'm not going to do that. I'm not suicidal. But like, I just want to say that I really just don't want that to happen. So I'm gonna kick this guy. So I got the Cephus buff. Like, that's something that I have to keep in mind as well. Is like getting the Cephus buff all the time. like more, or like also getting my beer tartar stacks, like reminding myself of that. That is something that's very important. So one more instance here. Actually, I think it might be faster to use, like, now that I think about it, it might be faster to just port yourself to Orgrimmar. I will try it, I think. Okay, another Zephyrus buff, which is good. I'm honestly unsure, like, if it's actually faster. I'm split. Because like there are a lot of loading screens, and I think it might not be. Like I'm so split at the moment. It's like I have to like it might be faster if I don't have to go out of the instance. Or like, let me think. So I think the last instance I have to do is this one. Yeah, that's correct. So then have I Peninsula and then I'm done. So optimally I'm gonna get a sub 50. I don't know if that's good or anything, but optimally. So the same basically applies to this dungeon as well. There's one cool jump that is very enjoyable to do. I think because I haven't tested it, it doesn't make sense to just do something that's completely random. That's, I don't think, a good decision to be made. So what I will be doing is I will just do what I originally thought is the best thing to do. And I will test it afterwards if it is actually the better way, if there's actually a better way for it. Just like there's just so much risk that I would just like do something stupid, because if I improvise like that and test something that I've never done before, like, by the way, doing like runs like these are like literally eating up like Sky Step Potion, and they are quite expensive if you buy them en masse, because like sometimes there aren't any in the auction house. Sometimes you can find them very cheap, but most of the time you have to craft them yourself. So let me see, what can I do in combat? Oh, that was stupid. Okay, there we go. So now I kill those. So now I have to run back. I could theoretically use a Hearthstone, but Hearthstone would port me to Sangamarsh. I could use in Sangamarsh, I could theoretically, because I'm out of combat, I could. That might actually be. I think that's actually better. I hope I don't get interrupted. I think that's better. I'm going to improvise. Like, I can like literally get fucked by it, but I think it's better. Because the runback is... I'm still in combat, like fuck that. So, I think that's better. Because I can kill myself in fight, but I can use the Hearthstone to get back out of it. Then use the teleport to Orgrimmar, and then I think that's faster. I am almost 100% sure about it. Because the runback is just like, it's so huge. Like obviously I could have done it on the kill there, but I had to think for a second. So yeah, that's definitely faster. So the improvisation was good, but I was sure at that part. So we are almost done. 41 minutes. Can definitely be done faster. I don't know how other classes are doing with this. I could imagine that Mage or something would be awesome because they can go out of combat. But there honestly aren't that many instances where I really have to run back, I think. Was there even one? Oh yeah, there was one. There were a couple. I mean, I just like have a memory gap there. I mean, that's kind of retarded. I have to look it up, I guess. So I actually finishes in a quite reasonable time, so I can actually do some DK94 practice, which is awesome. So I'm going to do this first. I'm not going to fuck up the skip. Not gonna go and fuck that up. So this skip is kind of it's not hard, I just did it. But it's just, you know, it's, if you mess it up, it's like shameful, you know? Like, at least it feels that way. Sorry, I just like kind of coughed and suppressed it. Like, it's not actually shameful, but it feels shameful because it's not that hard of a trick to be failed. Really. So actually we'll be finishing this at 45, I think. That could have been done better. Also, like, I could do small optimization with weak hours and stuff like that, and certain add-ons, I think. Yeah, and that's also why I think competition in this game, like in the general speedrun sense, is not a good idea. Because it's just like everybody uses different add-ons, everybody uses a different UI. It's like so weird. So this guy is very slow. Lul, 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 lul. I think my weak aura is buggy or something. Like I've made that weak aura, it's very simplistic. So I also cannot really do so many advanced weak auras. Just like I basically self-taught myself weak hours, and that's not like that huge thing that like it's just like mediocre what I can do. Like it's not even mediocre, honestly. It's just like the easiest shit in history of weak hours. So would it be faster? Like I don't have a I could use. I don't think that that is faster. Like I could theoretically use a garrison halfstone and then use another portal basically, or like another bag to get to Orgrimmar again, but I don't think that that is faster. But I'm also very unsure about it, and might. Like there's a lot of room for improvement, definitely. Like you see how long this run back is. I don't know how long it takes for me to get back with that, so I would have to time it, I guess. I mean, it's not that big of a deal to time it, but I also don't want to put that much effort into it right now, you know what I'm saying? It's like too much. Also, like I'm playing like kind of brain dead at the end of this run. Like I don't know if you've been noticing, but I'm kind of like just like doing whatever, not really giving a shit about it. So it will probably be a sub 50, so the last instance will be how it's called. I don't know how it's called, but it's one of those shattered halls, I think. That instance right here. So it will be 50 minutes. So this fucker looks retarded. So I'm gonna get the Cephus buff. So also like a regard for Cephus is awesome. Like it's something that tells me, hey, it's a cooldown to get the speed increase. And like a Birtata weak aura, so that whenever it's kind of like off, like almost like not up anymore, that I get reminded of it. Like you can also do this without weak auras, but there's just no denying that weak auras are always better in most cases, or add-ons. Like it's theoretically possible to be really good without it, but it's never as efficient as actually using weak auras or like add-ons. It was kind of bad. So I guess this is time. So now I'm gonna run around. So this was a BC speedrun. All of those instances in 47 minutes. Gonna check if I forgot any instances. Did that. I don't know. Every instance.